Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm finally going to be sharing my 2-month postpartum update. I've been getting so many questions on how I'm doing, how is the afterbirth, how's recovery, anything birth related on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you probably should go ahead because Instagram always sees it first because YouTube is unfair. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions about, after birth with the twins and what does my belly look like. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know because I've posted it. So I'm finally getting around to it. If I keep looking away, the boys are sleeping. It's like almost 11 o'clock at night. This is when I have time to film, so we're going for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because again, this is 2 months postpartum. So I had the boys on August 8th, and although I filmed this video, the boys were acting up. Not even gonna lie, the boys were acting up and I couldn't film. The footage is just no good. Hold on. That's what I feel like. It's so weird. So I had to refilm it, but by then it was already like, oh, I'm about to be 2 months. So combining everything into one. So month 1 was probably the hardest recovery I have had with a pregnancy thus far. Most of my pain came from my stomach and pelvic area. I still have pelvic pain every now and then. Definitely beginning the 2nd month, it started getting better finally. Going up the steps isn't as hard as it was being 1 month postpartum. So after I gave birth, well, first of all, I gained about 48 pounds or so, almost 50 pounds. But it's kind of weird because in the beginning I had HG. So my first trimester, I was losing weight. I lost almost 30 pounds from the time I found out I was pregnant up until I was about 17 or 18 weeks. So if you go by that, I don't know, my starting weight was maybe like around 190, give or take. I don't remember. So I lost almost 30 pounds, wasn't quite 30 pounds. And so starting from there, which puts you at like 150 pounds or so, I gained more than that because my ending weight was 248 pounds. I have never been this big in my life, not even with my other pregnancies. Obviously, they were not twin pregnancies, they were singletons. The weight that I gained from this twin pregnancy was all the boys because after I gave birth to them, I was like 210, and then a week later I was 198, and a couple of days ago I was 196. I am exclusively breastfeeding one baby because he will not take a bottle, and the other baby gets formula and breast milk. Now, breastfeeding never helped in my recovery. I know I'm jumping around because that's just how my mind works, so bear with me. But breastfeeding never helped me lose weight. It just is what it is. But I was pretty much water and baby belly. So after having the babies, who were 8 pounds 5 ounces and 7 pounds 14 ounces, that's damn near that's over 15 pounds right there, just baby, plus the 2 placentas, the water that I let out when my water broke. A lot goes into that. So that's the lucky thing for me. I want to start working out and I want to start dieting, but obviously I can't do any type of diet. I want to start fasting again. I loved intermittent fasting. I'm going to be starting to eat healthier options, not more so dieting, but yeah. So that's where I'm at with the weight. And let me just tell you, I said it during my pregnancy, my body is not used to being this big. My feet still hurt at the end of the day, and my knees are hurting. These things never happened before, so I know that I really need to start losing weight. Not because, oh, I want to get my body back or anything like that, just because it's harder on my body. Now you're thinking, you had these big ass babies. How was the tearing? How were the stitches? So I didn't have any of that. I did not tear. I didn't need a episiotomy. I didn't need stitches. To be completely honest, after I gave birth to the twins, I felt like, wait, did I just have babies? Because my vagina didn't hurt. It wasn't sore or anything like that. It was insane. I was like a superwoman. Well, my vagina was like super vajayjay, and she did not tear or anything. With that being said, I knew from the way that my belly was bulging that I may have started to develop a hernia. And this was right away. And the doctors there, or the nurses I should say, had told me, it's completely normal. Didn't really worry about it too much. But I feel like the hernia is what gives me the pain, because still, as when I show you guys, my belly is flatter on part of it, and then there's a bulge on the second part of it. So because of that, when I was 3 weeks postpartum, I had to make an emergency appointment to my OB to get it checked out because I was just in so much pain. I saw a nurse practitioner, and she I don't know if she was new, she just got her license, but she laid me down to check to see if I had a hernia, and she was just saying how she didn't feel a hernia. And then I heard her go out in the hallway and speak to the doctor. The doctor asked her how she checked for my hernia, and she told her, I was laying down. She told her that's not how you check for a hernia. You have them sitting up, which I could have told her that, because when I laid down, I didn't feel the bulge anymore. Only when I sit up or I'm standing up. So she came back in and was just like, yeah, you have a hernia. It happens. Follow up with your general practitioner. So, yeah. She recommended that I go ahead and work out. She told me to wear my belly band thing, which I try to do, but I need like a better one than the ones that I have. So I keep forgetting to order one, but she did say that exercising would help with that as well. Thankfully, approaching 2 months postpartum, the pain started slowly going away from my stomach. Like right now I feel the pain, slight pain, but not as bad as it was. So that's good. Because I went to the OB at 3 weeks, I never had a 6-week follow-up. They told me I didn't have to come back unless the pain didn't go away. But at that time, it was just like, I'm over you guys. You guys don't do anything. Anytime I complain about something, like you're not taking me serious. I actually wanted to switch OBs at that point, like before going back to the OB. But the place that I called, they just said that they wouldn't recommend it because, they weren't the ones who delivered me, so they would have to get all the records, and not being familiar. At that 3-week appointment, she kept talking to me about birth control. I had to cut her off, like, I'm not here about birth control. I'm 3 weeks postpartum, I'm not even thinking about having sex right now. Like, shut up. After 6 weeks, I did have to call the OB and have them put an order for some birth control, the ones that's safe to take while I'm nursing. I'm not trying to have no more babies. If I keep getting questions, do you want more? No, hell no, I don't want any more kids. I am good with the 6 that I have. I didn't want to get the implant again because my hormones were all over the place, and I never want to go through that again. Once everything leveled out, it was good, it was fine. I didn't have to worry about anything. No complaints from Babe. Like, with IUDs, he used to complain because of the strings. He can feel them. So I don't know if this is TMI, but this is a TMI video, so go somewhere if it is. I am currently on and what are these called? Heather 28 day. And speaking of which, I just got my period back. I want to say some days ago. It just came back. Breastfeeding also doesn't keep my period away. I always usually get my period within the 3rd month of me giving birth. Speaking of birth control in that area, because of the hernia and because I'm still having pelvic pain, guys, I am not interested in sex at all. I feel so bad for babe, but I'm not interested. I'm actually afraid to have sex. I'm pretty sure having sex doesn't do anything to a hernia, but I'm like so afraid. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should speak to the OB, but I'm scared. I'm also not interested because I'm super tired most of the time. Poor babe. But he's a trooper and he is wonderful at understanding. And he's also wonderful at expressing the want for me, because that's another part of it. Like, I don't feel attractive. Again, this is the heaviest I've been at. So, me looking in the mirror, especially when I'm showering, after I get out the shower, it's like, ew to me. So in my mind, I'm like, how are you attracted to me if I'm not attracted to myself, type of thing. It's probably normal and I'll get over it. At least he's showing interest in me and he's just not like, whatever, because that would probably make it 10 times worse. So thank God for him, and thank God that he is the way he is, and thank God that he just loves me, all of me, no matter what I look like. And I'm just it for him, because things could have went left real easily. Another thing that has been a big question is, how's my discoloration? So my stomach is slowly but surely going back to its normal color. My neck and chest have already went back to its normal color. It's not black anymore. I don't know if you guys realize how dark it actually got, but it was black. My neck and my chest. That's crazy. And so is my belly. My belly is extremely dark. It was extremely dark. The darkest it's ever been. And it did that with all of my pregnancies. My belly got darker. Didn't know that this happened to other people. People ask me what I use to get my color back. It goes back on its own. I do exfoliate using like a Tree Hut exfoliator body scrub. So that helps, I'm sure. But I don't use anything like specifically to get my color back, because it just comes back on its own. Yes, it takes a really long time, but it's fine. It doesn't bother me. The color discoloration doesn't bother me. The stretch marks don't bother me. Like, it is what it is. I have 6 kids and I'm damn proud of that. So yeah, I think postpartum hair shedding has started, which is pretty early for me. It usually doesn't start until about 4 months, but I've noticed a big increase in my hair shedding. I don't know if it's because I've been straightening my hair and blow drying it. I don't think that it is. I just think that my postpartum hair shedding has started. So I actually just ordered some cedarwood oil, essential oils. Again? Seriously? I don't even know if it's loud enough for you guys to hear, but yeah, I did just order that. And I'm also going to the supermarket to get some black tea, because I read that black tea rinses really help with hair loss, shedding, and so does cedarwood oil. I also have like extremely itchy scalp, which has been going on since Aaliyah. I was supposed to go to a dermatologist to get it checked out, but then I got pregnant with the twins, and then I got HG. Then COVID happened, so I wasn't going in after that. So hopefully when I see my general practitioner, which I have an appointment in December, I'm probably gonna wait until then, because I don't want to go to the I just don't like going to doctors, especially not here. So I'll probably ask for a new prescription for the dermatologist to check that out. But the cedarwood oil is also supposed to help with the itching, and also it helps with hair shedding. So hopefully doing all that, it'll minimize the amount of shedding, because you probably can't tell right now, but my temples, where I usually lose hair first, it's already thinned out and I already have like a bald spot on both sides. I feel like that is everything. That's everything going on with me. I'm definitely producing the most milk I've ever produced before this time around, probably because I'm breastfeeding 2 kids. Anyway, that is pretty much it. Now let's get into the fun part, and let's show you guys my belly. You guys even see my belly? Okay, so this is very this is like a very vulnerable moment right now. It's a good thing I have tough skin for anyone who wants to be an asshole. But all right, let's go. Even going to undo this so we can see the whole shebang. So I lowered it a little in case my head is chopped off, but this is my belly. Maybe I should come closer. No. Back home. This is my belly. I don't know if you guys can tell how darker it is, and this is what I'm talking about, like my belly here. Okay, so let me turn. So my belly here is flat and hard and it's fine. There's the bulge right here, and that's where I believe my hernia is. My belly button comes right back out, so that's a good sign. I have actually always had an outie. I got that question a lot. That wasn't anything due to pregnancy. I've always had an outie. I actually was born with an umbilical hernia. I don't know. I'm assuming it just went away on its own. It repaired itself. I never had surgery or anything, and I was never told anything about it as an adult. So yeah, there's the belly. All right, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I answered all of your questions. If not, leave them down below. Like, if you are new, thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I hope that you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.